These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. Question: so if the Vietnam goes when Iraq goes alone, will it float as well? Mark Z's answer is, I'm hearing from many contacts throughout the day today, the rate may be fixed and should not be afloat. Mountain Goat article, quote, Parliamentary wealth, all roads are open to passing the oil law in Parliament. Quote, a member of the Oil, Gas, and Natural Resources Committee, Kazim Al-Tuki, revealed that there are parliamentary efforts to pass the oil and gas law soon, indicating that all roads are clear towards passing the law. This article is music when I read it. Yes, we were waiting so long to see this. Finally, go RV. Frank26, Firefly, when I went to see my bank friend, and he says with the dollar gone from the ATM machines very soon, we will have to see value more. And the lower notes and the fills, without these, it will lead to hyperinflation. The point has been set. Looks like soon more greater news is coming. Frank says that's exactly right. This last week in March may be very explosive as they give you the final definitions and instructions of the monetary reform. Next Monday is when I hope they will show you your new national currency with value in the coins. I'm excited about what they are now telling you and showing you. Pimpy article, quote, USD IQD rate declines in Baghdad Herbal, unquote. Pimpy says the US dollar is continuing to gain ground on the Iraqi dinar. This is not good. This is out of whack. The Iraqi dinar is not gaining in value versus the US dollar, and it's going in the wrong direction. Mark Z via PDK article, quote, PM advisor, Iraq economy is strong and moving towards improvement. They are literally telling you what they are doing. Quotes, he emphasized that the situation is gradually improving as long as there is freedom in transferring the process that is subject to compliance, noting that during the next few weeks or months, the official exchange rate will match with the parallel. What they're telling us in the rate in the next few weeks will be in parallel with their assets or their great wealth. They are telling you it is happening. Don't panic about the timing. They have to say that to keep timing confused. It is part of the process. Nader from the Mideast says everything is in place. Now we're just waiting for them to do something to make a move. Claire article, quote, Al-Sudani's advisor determines via Earth News the date for the disappearance of the dollar price difference. Quote, Salih set today, Tuesday, a date when the difference in the price of the dollar from the central bank will be removed from the market. The exchange market in Iraq is still gradually adapting to international compliance controls and financing foreign trade for private sector. We find that the country is still dealing with two exchange rates, which is a very temporary matter that will disappear over time. Militiamen, they have an agenda to get their financial system ceasing the multi-currency practices, which is not using the dollar. It's going to be using the dinar, but they're also going to be able to clear on new platforms all these different currencies of the world. Hennig article, quote, Ministry of Planning discusses the effects of changing the exchange rate on the Iraqi market, unquote. Another quote, the meeting discussed a number of proposals and recommendations which aim to address the repercussions of changing exchange rates on economic and trade movement. The ministry will submit its recommendation to the Council of Ministers in the near future. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani had directed that the Minister of Planning study the effects of changing the exchange rate on the Iraqi market. Mark Z via PDK, we are getting tremendous amount of chatter, surprisingly, from Iraq. They seem to be on an expedited time scale. What I am hearing is to watch between the 1st and the 3rd right now. We are still trying to vet some things. They keep telling us they're about to have more money. We should listen to them. Walking Stick via Frank26, there's a serious media campaign of the monetary reform. It's getting louder and louder with each passing day. The last week of March has great potential for the monetary reform to expose more to the citizens. Frank26 says, yes, you go to the CBI website, and it's at 1310 right now. You saw the article. The CBI governor is the one who's suggesting presenting the 1132 exchange rate. When he approves it, it will be on the CBI website. They're talking about that's the next step. And I told Firefly they're talking about making another change before we go to 1-to-1. That's exactly what we told you. All right, Mountain Goat article, quote, Minister of Transport, the government's vision aspires to transform Iraq into an international trade center between Asia and Europe. Mountain Goat says, I told you that Iraq is going to be a huge clearinghouse for the Middle East between Asia, China, and Europe. So here it is now, black and white from their own news media. Their words, not mine. No rumors, no hype, no opinions, just the facts. They cannot possibly continue with this approach with a program rate and not being an internationally traded currency.